Alright guys, I am ready. A little early. I think I'm pretty sure I got all the technology good, just making sure that's going. Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is working. We got a Symbiote Spidey offer, and those would be like the most tempting offers for me, but not getting any today. Joshua D, hello, as you can see, I changed my name. Got tired of it. Okay, so since you changed your name, I'm gonna guess Pop-Up Help. I believe he was the most recent one to state that he was planning on changing his name. Otherwise, not sure who you are. Anyways, welcome to the stream, Joshua D. Joshua. Okay, I'll just go with Joshua. That's the easiest to go with. Another 50 shard character. I'll tell you this, when it's Symbiote Spidey, I will drop my own money on 50 Symbiote Spidey shards for $2. So how's everything look? Yep, perfect. I got it my first guess. Welcome, Uncle. Okay, today your name is not being censored even on my end. So who knows what was going on with that. That's just weird. 13 minutes. Yeah, we're fine here. Oops, I did not do nearly as much as I normally do today. Yeah, that's bad. Oh well. And the other one, how are we doing there? I could easily hop in and get some more done, but don't need to, so I'll do it with the next raid. We'll get that in. So we can do that. How are we on the timing for Blitz? That's a question. So we do have the capability to start a Blitz rotation. I'm going to do an arena battle first. Take a look, make sure there's not actually a Thanos I could get. Alright, moving on. Get this arena battle done. Hopefully crack into the top 20. And from there, we'll see. That is a Black Order team. If I go against this Black Order team, it basically depends who goes second. If you go first, you lose. If you go second, you have a chance. But that's a ugly opportunity, basically. This one has a Colossus, which can actually be quite difficult to deal with, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to give this one a go. What I could have done is I could have just made... Nah, I would... I'm not sure what I would do against the other one. Oh, my X23 video is up? Wonderful. Yeah, so that's up now. Then after the stream, I'm not sure whether an hour after or 3 hours after the stream, there's going to be another video up, which is basically a weekly update video. This past week in Marvel Strike Force. I just basically have to go over and make sure I didn't miss anything, which I probably did, but anyways. Yeah, that's basically covers that. And then tomorrow, I still haven't gotten the footage from Sen Raven. That reminds me, I need to get that footage. And I do have another video already made. Yeah, so this is going to be 6 videos in 3 days, so hopefully that makes up for the large stretch of time where I was making less. Taunt up here. Yeah, I should send a message to Sen. What should I say? How should I tell Sen that he forgot to send me the footage? A lot of watching to do. Yeah, I'm not sure the length of all of them. I'm literally waiting on... I don't know how long the one with Sen's going to be because he hasn't sent it to me. His part. Some of it I know is longer than normal. Footage tonight. See, I have to ask him for it tonight because that's tomorrow for me, which means that when I do get sent stuff, it's going to be in the middle of the morning my time, so that's always pleasant, but oh well. Let me just drop this alt here. Should wipe out quite a few. Get through that, and we're good with there. We're good with there. We're good with... What does that even mean? Who taught me how to speak English? Because that sure as heck wasn't English. So I am testing out the cull between Thanos and Ebony and seeing how that goes. I guess mostly checking just to see if it does get the double counter. Alright, use that basic. That can take out Colossus. Nice basic there. Stun Dark Phoenix. Finish off Invisible Woman. Alright, that was a pretty easy one actually. Well, didn't win it yet, but I have all 5 of my characters left. So that was pretty easy. All right. And then hopefully soon I'm going to be starting my War Guide series, which basically I'm planning on making out a full entire War Guide, like a massive one, and then making videos on short individual parts as time goes on until I cover everything. But I kind of want to try and do that in a succinct fashion, so like have it all organized beforehand, and then I want to record it all like back to make a day out of recording a lot of videos and then be able to do it that way. But we'll see how that can go. And I'm getting so many messages today. I'm not on Discord chat today because honestly I'm getting so many messages that I kind of need to be able to see them because I don't know what's going on and what's causing all these messages, but I'd like to keep some updates on that. Does original Spider-Man need any tech gear? Like original Spider-Man, it doesn't say he does, but it doesn't on a lot of characters that use it. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to casually check that on my phone while getting into DD3 here, and we'll find out together. But because the quickest place that I'm quicker on my phone than I am on the computer, honestly, so... I just can't type. That's my issue here. My spelling. Hey, guy. Alright, so go back to wrong one. Wrong window. Ugh. Haven't found the answer yet, but I will obviously keep you updated as I find it for you. Oops. I looked away for a second. That's bad. That cost me half a day. That was bad. I really got to be paying more attention when I'm doing DD3 and not trying to look up something on my phone for you. Oh well. Let me try typing this quicker now. Okay, so I'm to the website. Apparently my phone is just being slow today. Makes it a little harder. No worries. It's okay. I completely could have been paying more attention than I was. And also I put it on the wrong speed, which I should have known was a bad idea. Alright, regular Spider-Man. I hit the wrong button and I broke everything. Okay. Hold up. Slow it down. I'll go to ×2. I did kill a character somehow. Iron Fist. Iron Fist. Okay. Oh, no. No, bad Black Panther. Bad Black Panther. Okay, so I get the special this time. It's really just about that timing, isn't it? Gotta get this Iron Fist down. The issue is he heals himself every single time he spawns in. Okay, that's fine. That was better than the last one. So now I can tell you which gear he uses. Gear tier. There's no tech for any of that. There is some tech gear for that. There's some tech, orange tech gear. You need some laser torches and unstable molecules. Let me see down here. Yeah, you do need some. Not very many, but so far from what I can tell, you do need some. Need a character that applies heal block on spawn? That would be amazing. Who do you think would do that? Okay. Yes, Spider-Man does indeed need some tech gear. Not a lot, but some. Hopefully that helps. Well, so that first attack obviously was not a very productive one. But the second one also wasn't a productive one. A new symbiote? Yeah, I'm 100% for that. You're welcome. I am glad to help. Okay, so I need to spend some energy. What am I spending it on? Let's go find my Minerva. My wonderful Minerva, slowly working her way up to tier 14. She needs like 16 of these and just some superior basic catalysts. Then she's good to go. Apparently we are farming Black Widow. Alright, whatever. Alright, so we need 14 of these. You're stuck on Biogear right now? Yeah, Biogear, when you get higher up, is actually the biggest, most annoying thing to deal with. So I need 14 of these, no big deal. And what do I need for the other piece? I know it's superior basic catalysts, but I need, oh right, 138. Is that right? No, that's not even good math. 238. So I need 238 superior basic catalysts and like 14 focus catalysts. Making progress. Then that's another cosmic one, which we all know I'm not on the cosmic lane. So why am I focusing so hard on the cosmic part? Don't know. I'm honestly kind of trying to wait for the raids to time out so I can launch new ones and get all those orbs and see if I get any milestones out of that. These are ending in 56 seconds. Okay, so in the meantime, I can do this raid, this blitz battle here, I guess. I say that's the best one. None of them are particularly great, but they're all a start. Would you recommend everyone farm SBCs daily? Nah. I don't. You get them whether you're farming them or not. They do come in fairly often. If you're willing to understand the fact that they're going to get there, you don't need to hard farm them. I only farm them every once in a while when I have excess energy. And at the same point, I've only just ran out of them this time. When this is a lot of characters I've done back to back to back. And I'm sure something's going to come up soon and I'm going to get a chunk of them again. Now, you can, but the rate they come in, and I know you need a ton per character. Heck, you need 300 for a slot. Which is ridiculous. So it's not a terrible idea, but I don't personally recommend it. I think there's other things that just, you need a little more. Even the other catalysts, I think, are a touch above it. But as far as farmable stuff, I still focus on characters mostly. But so is that enough? Did that get me what I need? It did. Perfect. Only rank 7. Alright, I didn't do very much this time. It's usually 900. It's not usually 1,500. I haven't seen that for anyone. I can check again, but I haven't seen one. Oh, wait. It might be. Let me check. So what we're doing here is we're opening up some orbs first to see how we're doing for the... Superior health is a pretty annoying one, honestly. Damage can be. Focus can be. Resistance, you're maybe... Like the other one, you're completely fine. Alright, so we got that. Blitz, is this it's just those. We're actually relatively close to getting the next milestone, and we're actually on a pretty good pace for the milestones, which is a good thing, of course. Well, that was nice. So like every day you get these orbs, and these orbs are actually pretty helpful. Like I only got 3 or 4 of these, but again, got 5. I got like 10 of those or so. Yeah, 10 and 4 of those each day, and that's not the only place you get them. I get them out of the raid store a lot. That's the main place that I farm them. So Proxima and Corvus 1000. Okay. I was just going to check msf.gg, but that definitely works too. I'll take your word for that, Ghost. Ooh, I got Elsa there. Yeah, that one was less good. Less helpful for my current roster, I think is technically the more accurate terminology. So then we look here. Did I get another milestone for this? Yes, we did. And that is not enough. But with my... Oh, that's 600 total. Wow, that's nice. 1,200. We're doing good. Welcome, Epic. So I'm going to launch the raids because, well, we should have the raids launched. At least that makes sense to me. Get those 2 things launched. And then we can start on the eternal rotations of chimichangas. And anything else you guys are really wanting to see, of course. Yikes. I guess let's see Supernatural versus them. That'll be interesting. I don't know how that's going to go, actually. Answer that. So many. I'm literally getting messages at a rate I've never gotten messages before, and I don't know why. I don't think I did anything. Oops. Yeah, that's close enough to the real words. Get that back there. That's fine. You're close to milestone 34. Nice. Let's do that. Let's just see what X-Force does without me telling them what to do. Supernatural is deadly. I know. I agree. But honestly, if I lose this, it doesn't really matter to me. Thank you, X23. Oh, that's bad. Now, if they could all just focus down my Deadpool for all of eternity and ignore my Domino for all of eternity, we're fine. Trying to do 5 rotations a day, but you can't do it every day. Fair enough. That's a lot of rotations to be doing every day. You're probably doing more than you need to. You're probably going to finish with a day or so left. Maybe 2 days left. But I suppose it's better to finish early than not finish. I don't know how that happened. Oh, perfect. I do need to check this. I need to check that. So I'm going to get into this next fight. I wasn't expecting that either. You need about 700 more blitz wins, not counting any free chimichangas. I don't know how many free ones you get. Guy, you get 600 free chimichangas every single day. Then you're going to get like, what, 1,000 more out of the login calendar? So you get a fair amount of free ones. And then let's say 600 energy a day, which is good. But here's what I'm saying. There's a day where we're getting double energy, which is another 600. And then tonight, like for me, 2 a.m. to this time, the quarter blitz starts. I have 935 blitz charges. Power Core offers keep giving me some blitz charges, and I never use them. So they just stack up and stack up and stack up. So I can just use my Black Order a ton and get a bunch of free wins because no one's going to beat Black Order and Blitz, and that's going to catch me up immensely, even though I'm not really behind. So I need to check that. Hopefully I don't break everything. Well, I know I do have a lot. Because there's some Blitz offers that I've just liked, and those I get them, and they add up. By Blitz offers, I mean, that's not what I meant. There's some Power Core offers that I like, and they seem to be, any Power Core offer you get seems to just give you some Blitz charges with it. So there I am. So let me check that, make sure oh, it's on the loading screen still? We're good. Will we get chimichangas for Red Star Blitz? I am operating under the assumption that we will, but I am not positive. Okay. So let me hit that. Hit auto here. I need to check this, but it's kind of hard to see, but it's going to be fine. And okay. I'm just checking to make sure that something went through. Owner Sunraven, 10:15 p.m. It's there. Perfect. Thank you again. Sorry, that was actually very important information I needed with another content creator, and it was kind of time sensitive. So there's a Phoenix, and then there's this team. So I guess this team, but I'm probably not going to win this. Okay, so I have that, which means I will be able to make the video for tomorrow, which is great, because otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. Because I had Mr. Free-to-Play stuff, and that was really well made, and that deserves to be seen on time. Well, this team's going to lose, so I'll just put it on auto and eat a Snickers. A little mini Snickers, actually. All right. Better? Wait, what is what better? Because, Guy, it's not worth the teams. It costs you so many teams to lose down that you're going to get less credits when you do win. How many teams do you have that you can just afford to lose with that wouldn't be costing you them? It's better to lose 5 and then win 20 for those 25 teams than it is to try and lose how many it takes to get down to tier 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. I don't have 6 spare teams to lose. I don't have the time to lose with 6 spare teams even. So when I do that, I'm wasting so much time and so many teams that I could be just using in general. So doing this saves me, what's it take to run 6 teams? Potentially 15, 20 minutes with the loading times. And, teams, so I have more chance to win. Oh, I get it, Uncle. Sorry, wasn't thinking about that. Clever. You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Better. Well done. I respect that joke, actually. Well, most of my teams can win. Not all of them win consistently. A lot of them need certain teams. Some of them I do a little bit of setup, of course, but I don't have many issues with most of my teams. So we're going to get to another 16-10. We're doing great. I've gotten actually a couple of the good drops the last couple of orbs I've opened. So that's really exciting. Remember, guys, if you are trying to save up all of your orbs for a big opening, do it by tomorrow, guys. You do it before they nerf the orbs. Open them before they nerf the orbs. It's not worth seeing the big shiny collection if it's going to be costing you the amount of great stuff that you could be getting. So just make sure you open them before they nerf it. I got some of the crafted mini unique pieces. Not the full pieces, but like, what is it? Collection of like 4 drops of 5 molecular scan, basically. I've gotten a tech one and a bio one. So those are good. Okay, so... yeah, we'll go Deadpool next. That's fine. Hulk is actually really a lot better than I give him credit for. You know? In the right situation, he takes a lot of turn and deals a lot of damage. I'm not saying he's one of the best characters in the game, but he's not nearly as bad as people... make him seem. I know he got the buff, but he's actually... he does some good work as an off-tank type thing, or any situation where he's able to go down below that 50% health pretty often. Okay, now... they're just trying to make me start losing. An X-Men Phoenix team hybrid-y thing? Symbiote Spider-Verse. And a full Brotherhood team? Gosh, we're going to have to do the full Brotherhood team, but that's not a easy one. Yeah, I got good ones. I did get some good ones. Future Mutant, Future Skill, yeah. Well, you're going the Colossus route, aren't you? Which reminds me, I was thinking about making an updated Dark Dimension 3 entry video with some new characters and slight changes on valuation of some characters, like which ones are more important and stuff like that, and just a bit more short and short and pithy with good brevity. I couldn't think of the actual word, so I'm just going with short. Let me toss all that over there. Can't stun him, so I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna start working on Magneto. You already have everything you need for Colossus except 3 isochromal compounds. Well, that's good. That's a good start for sure. Was Colossus your 5th final character? But yeah, just reordering some of the characters. Again, it's not going to be stuff that I did or that I particularly would probably do, but I'm going to make another video on just the full out best possible stuff to build in to enter it. In like a quick way, but yet very productive way. You're going to T14 your Minerva in a few hours. She's your 4th. What do you need for her? Just something you can farm, it sounds like, based on that. Okay, you guys are just annoying me. Just either win or die. But could you do it a little quicker, whichever one you're going to do? Thank you. Kill the Magneto. I killed Pyro. I'm going to win this fight, aren't I? Somehow I'm going to actually win this, aren't I? No, am I? I have no idea. You're waiting for reset. Oh, right. Gold limiting. Good choice. I only really worry about that with, of course, the milestone characters, but I'm trying to be a little more... Other than buying stuff I need in the store, I'm trying to be a little more stingy with my resources because I want to have a bit of it saved up by the time Symbiote Spidey comes back because... Oh, Symbi's definitely one of the better characters in the game. Aw, no. Well, I made that a lot further than I thought I would on that, and I kind of wish I just died quicker. And he's a character that I most want to get some shards on, so I want that 6th star badly. And I'm a decent ways away, so I need to do really good on those milestones. So I'm saving up what I can now, but obviously I can't. You just need to get her to 75. Well done. The one thing I can't do is I can't just stop building for DD3. So that's really the only thing I'm spending gold on and such, is just getting people to DD3 ready. And then minimal investments if a new character comes out, getting them to a good spot. And then once that event comes, I can full out blitz into that. I'm at 1 out of 200, guy. Soon, I'm going to be at 11 out of 200, though. I was really busy during that last milestone thing. And I don't even know how good I'm going to be able to do on these because I'm going to be in Sicily for a part of it. Just remembering that. I have no idea what's going on when I'm in Sicily. Yeah, I think 147 is doable. Again, we don't know if this is going to look anything like the last 2 events. This could be like super generous, like we could get 300 shards from it, or it can be like we can get 20 shards. We really just don't know. I would like for it to be something that offers over 100 easily, so that people that are only around for this one have a chance to get Symbiote Spidey. Nice, 137 away. That's not too bad. Even better. Okay, got some more messages. Oh gosh. Oh, why am I getting long, detailed messages? That one's the easiest. Yep, I just misspelled every word on that sentence. But, you know, brevity and speediness and such. Get some slows here. Some good old Sinister 6 ability moves and such. I just let them do it because... Honestly, I find that they do better on auto than when I control them for some reason. It doesn't make any coherent sense. But they're one of those teams that just... They don't make a lot of sense to me, so... Alright, let's see. Green Goblin, it's all up to you now. Use that ult. Get good RNG on who it hits. Not incredible RNG. I'm telling you, they do. That's why I put them on defense. They're not a team that makes coherent sense as a defensive team, but they just seem to do better, so I stick with that. Okay, so we got Minerva down. Why am I clicking things? I'm gonna ruin everything. Somehow, if I stop clicking things, I might win this. But that Thanos is gonna cost me it, so it's definitely not gonna happen. I mean, I lost, but that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I'm telling you, Sinister 6, they're just weird. They do pretty decent burst up front, but again, I put them on defense just because they seem to do better when I'm not controlling them. Whether it's just the RNG goes weird, or I know how to use all of the characters individually. And I should know how to use them as a team, but something just, it doesn't work well. Oops. No one saw that, so it's all fine. It was below the camera line, I think. Alright. They can hit that button. Fantastic Four does fine, no matter who's controlling it. There's not a lot to think about. I mean, I don't want to be attacking Hulk, so I'll deal with that. They hit hard into defense down because you're in security? Fair enough. I don't have any of those buffs protecting my room. They didn't get through me, did they? They did one attack. They took out my defenders. They took out my Sinister 6. They did one attack into my mercenaries and said, nah, we're good, and then stopped attacking the room. And my mercenaries aren't exactly big. You have 210 T4 ability mats, not now just the levels? Did I miss something? Guy. Well, congrats on the T4s. Yeah, congrats. Your Sinister 6 got a win. It was hilarious. Do you know how Who did they send against here? Defenders? Let's go with this, whatever. I'd assume defenders. Yep. Hey Vro, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Thinking of doing Miles passive. Oh gosh, what is Miles passive? I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm getting an absurd amount of messages today, which I don't know why, but I just am. So I'm having to check my phone a lot because some of them are relatively important ones. Okay, so I'm gonna check Miles' passive. So I'm on my phone here. And so someone sent hand against your mercs. Well, again, if I am to believe my YouTube comment section and some of the Twitch chat here, or the stream chat, I would be believing that they are actually the best team in the game, so I'm surprised they didn't win. All jokes aside, I've heard a lot of claims about hand, and then when I asked for anyone to send me a proof of a single one of them, no one did. So I hold to my previously stated opinion on hand, and yeah, they definitely aren't going to touch your mercs. Oh, games. What's the rest of your team there, Epic? Do you have Carnage yet? Because if you have Carnage, yeah, passive is their non-attacking ability. That is correct. Miles, where the heck is I can't even find Miles. I've just been scrolling through the website for a bit now. I can't find him. Let's go with that one. That's easy. Spider-Man Miles. PQR. He's under S, not M. Sorry, I was looking under the wrong language. You have Carnage. Carnage passive is definitely before Miles passive. That I will say. Because when would you actually use Miles passive? When are you spawning where an enemy has defense down already? You're thinking of doing Carnage passive and Symbiote Spider-Man passive once you get them to level 64. Great choices. Let me check that. But yeah, you're not going to use... I can't think of a single situation where a Miles passive will proc, because no one on the other team is spawning with defense down unless you put your Miles on defense in security. So he would never be giving himself offense up. Am I missing something, guys? Is there any point where Miles would actually take advantage of that? Because it reads, and I quote, Miles passive applies defense down on turn. Oh, you're right. You're right. There we go. That's true. It's to the one with the random target. So it does work. I'd still lean the other direction though. I'm gonna go for this. I'm legitimately gonna try this one instead, because the other ones were sketchier. Okay, so Symbiote versus Carnage. Let me take a look at that. So obviously Symbiote Spider-Man, he's right here. That's not too bad. I can find him pretty quick. But my instinct is going to say Carnage. But I might be wrong on that. I mean, I'm just going to use it, see what happens. If I don't know what her vision or accuracy is. Okay, it misses. That's fine. I haven't used them in this situation before, so literally just testing stuff at the moment. I can get turn meter from this. I don't miss with the special, so I'll use the special now. Okay, so then all of that seems pretty bad, but then I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. There we go. Basic here, which is going to be a good one. Just a basic because I don't need the multiple attacks. I can put that on auto. This is a win. Alright, so Symbiote. He gains extra max health. Okay, that's a good one. Extra drain. Extra dodge chance. Wait, no. It's just the extra max health. I don't think you can go wrong with either Symbiotes or Carnages. Carnage gets you the extra turn meter, which is really nice. But that extra max health can also be very big. So you might want to go Symbiote first, but it's pretty close and you're not going to really have a bad choice. Let's just do this one, whatever. A, B, C, D, F, G. Carnage, just making sure I'm not forgetting anything about what's included on level 5 versus 4. 25, 30, 10, 20, yeah. So that speed bar is really great, and it helps you in a lot of situations, but I guess the max health is technically more helpful, but it's really a bit of preference, whether you want the extra turn meter or the extra health. All right. Not surprised that didn't work. Honestly, didn't expect it to, but the other options weren't much better. So I just figured why not. Now this one... So of course when I actually get like good productive teams, right now I'm actually getting options that are easy to take. But when I'm getting the teams that are pretty decent, but they can't do it against perfect meta teams, the only options they're getting are meta. So that's a bit unfortunate, but no worries. And if they cut the loading times in half on this game, it would be so much more pleasant blitzing. Just in half. Which gave me like a crazy idea of something they could add to the game that I think would be fun. Like another option of how to blitz. I call it WBB, I think. Yeah, wave-based blitz. The way that what I mean is it's kind of in a... Basically, you can set up all of your teams that you want to use in order. Like if you want to use 25 teams, you pick them all and you pick the order that they go into. And then it turns into a 25 wave blitz match. And the way that it works is you don't actually get to pick your opponents. But it kind of goes with the same formula for determining power that it does now. And when you defeat your opponents, the next team drops down and hits you wherever you are still. And if you lose, like your team wipes, your next wave goes down. So it's basically 25 teams versus 25 teams, but like it can carry on. So a really large wave, but they only proc at the end of your teams. So let's say you end up getting to your last team and you beat 3 teams in a row with your final team, then that's completely fine. But I don't know, it seemed like a fun idea to me, and it might actually speed up blitz and everything and make it more exciting. So I'm okay. I'm for that. But what do you guys think? You think that's a really dumb idea, or you think it has some promise if with some adjustments were made and such? Or what do you guys, do you have any other ideas that you would like to see as like a good blitz fix? Can you choose the order my team drops in? What I was meaning is before you start the entire rotation, you would set the order. Like, so like with your save squads, I can pick to go 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, so on and so forth. I can do all of that. And then the moment that my team fully wipes, then the next one just comes in automatically. But I suppose with a bit of customization would be possible. Like I put a huge sustain team up front and it never loses. I mean, feasibly. But then you might go in against a Black Order team at some point. See, yeah, I guess that sounds fun, kind of like great, but it might be too long, and if you quit. I figured what it would do in the long run would be like it would work just the same and get you the amount of blitz points at the same point rate that you would be getting it in blitz now, but it would at the end it would you wouldn't have to reload into a battle and repick teams, so you just do it all up front and saves you a lot of loading screens is kind of what my thought was. And I guess if you win the 25th battle, you get the points, and it counts the points at the end of the battle or so, and just kind of adds up. But then the issue is, if you do disconnect right near the end, would it lose the connection enough to know if you won the battle or not? Obviously, the major issue I have is the tech issue. And yeah, I guess technically if you put your big, huge sustained team at the very, like as your first option, they could probably take quite a few teams. Yeah, optimized loading is also an option, but I don't know, it seems like a fun option. I was going to say alternative to optimizing stuff, but it might just, I like the idea of a wave-based mode anyways, other than just raids. Well, I haven't played Galaxy of Heroes other than like 10 minutes way back in the day, so I wouldn't know. Would rather see something like Streets of Rage type thing where you choose 3 characters and fight increasingly hard and numerous opponents? I mean, that also works, but I was trying to figure out a way to help with Blitz. But I also like that type idea. Heck, even in any ladder-based mode, Mortal Kombat has ladder-based modes. Heck, Super Smash Bros. Has ladder modes, which could work too. Just a crazy thought that might actually work, or have the basis of something that would work. Stun that, perfect. Flip it all, and then just in time for JJ to cleanse it, and now we just keep adding debuffs again. Supernatural is such a fun team to use. They're just great. I mean, it really does kind of make me laugh, the fact that watching like Elsa shoot someone with like shotguns and such, and then seeing other normal human characters like punch someone and it does as much damage as like being shot with a shotgun. And yeah, I know Elsa does pretty great damage. It's just funny. I mean, technically speaking, depending on the iteration, Daredevil's powers change a little bit, but usually he just has heightened senses and really dang good reflexes as the main parts, and is a master martial artist. So, like, should Daredevil punching you in the face do as much damage as you getting shot in the chest with a shotgun? I don't think so. Let's go with that. Actually, that would be a funny video. Guys, I have an idea for another comedy video. And I'm already making a comedy-ish video. Like a list of the moves in the game with the biggest discrepancy between the animation and what's actually happening, and then what the damage does. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, which ones are like really bad? Because I know there's some moves that don't make sense how little damage they do for what's actually happening, and then other moves that are doing a whole lot more that shouldn't be. I mean, even on this team, Miss Marvel is just punching people. She's legitimately just punching people, and she's dealing at least the same amount of damage as Gamora is, who is like a ruthless assassin, hitting them with a sword. Iron Man's ultimate. Yeah, that one's a pretty big discrepancy, but there's worse, I think. I feel like there's worse. I mean, I think the one that should be doing like the most amount of damage in the game is probably Thanos' ultimate, like empowered Thanos, I guess. Bullseye throwing playing cards at people. Yeah, that's... But it doesn't do a ton of damage in comparison anymore, so that's at least better. But yeah, I think that would be a funny video to make. It would take a lot of looking at all the abilities and what's really happening. Or like even the fact that there's like so many characters that have the same weapon, the same gun, and every single one of them that uses that gun and could do the same shooting animation has different damage levels. Like, why is getting shot in the face by Punisher more deadly than getting shot in the face by Merc Soldier, for instance? I don't know if they have the same one exactly, but... We'll go Defenders, why not? Who else? Let's see. So we have a lot of really weird damage amounts for what's happening. I mean, Ant-Man's ultimate. Ant-Man is turning into a massive giant and literally stomping on people. And it does nothing. Yo-Yo is running up to people at supersonic speeds and punching them in the face, and it does not do much damage. I feel like getting punched in the face by someone moving as fast as Yo-Yo is moving would hurt a fair amount. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Ghost Rider running over people with his fire bike. I mean, that one does a lot of damage. And I feel like getting hit with a motorcycle would hurt quite a lot, too. Daredevil definitely comes to mind. You want to see Quicksilver and Yo-Yo have a fist fight? Quicksilver would win. Well, who's faster? Quicksilver can go further and be more consistent with it. Yo-Yo can only go a certain amount of distance because it's tied to her heartbeat. Every time she has her heartbeat, she slings right back to where she started. So I think Quicksilver could take advantage of that. But yeah, Quicksilver is faster. Well, I don't whether he's faster or not, he has the advantage that he can just keep moving. Yo-Yo isn't actually fast? She goes nowhere. Yo-Yo has an incredibly high speed. She may have a higher speed than Quicksilver, but her velocity is 0. But I don't actually know what her speed is in comparison to Quicksilver's speed. And that is my nerd input for you for today. She can do a lot in no time, right? I don't know who technically is moving at a faster speed. Because I'll hold the fact that velocity is 0 for Yo-Yo. That is a true statement. This is fine. I'll do this one. You imagine it would be Agent Smith versus Neo? Well, the one thing I always wanted to see, but didn't get fortunate enough to see that happen, was I would have loved to see X-Men Quicksilver is better than MCU Quicksilver. It depends on who you ask and what you're asking about. I would say the X-Men Quicksilver was more enjoyable, but the MCU Quicksilver is more accurate. But again, does that really matter? It's up to you guys, up to the viewers. I have my opinions. Doesn't mean they're right. What was I going to say? Oh, the thing I most wanted to see happen was I wanted to see Doctor Strange using the Time Stone while Captain America was like using his martial art abilities, and Doctor Strange is speeding up his like combat and slowing down the opponent's combat to like make a super awesome Captain America fight. I just think that would have been a cool use of powers. Basically supercharging a Captain America. Alright, I'm going to take this off auto because they're not doing very good. There's not a whole lot I can do. Can't attack over there anyways, so now I can finish him off. Would Thanos beat the Avengers if Quicksilver was still alive? Possibly. I mean, in that situation, probably. Probably. Because he had the Time Stone. So he could just say, stop moving. He had the reality. Like, in Infinity War, yes. I think 100% yes. Because he couldn't have prevented Thanos from getting what he needed. Because he would have already had it. And then what's he going to do at that point? I don't know. That just makes sense to me. Pop quiz novice level. What's Captain America's shield made out of? Freedom. Not sure why that's what I chose to go with. It's a vibranium alloy. I don't believe it's pure vibranium. I believe it was a vibranium alloy. Right? What's Hawkeye's shield made out of? Quicksilver. Or silver, I guess you could have just went with. Yeah. That's my answer. Quicksilver is correct. I did it, guys. I'm so proud of myself. I aced that quiz. Paulo did see that one. I highly respect and appreciate all the MCU references that are happening. Which does remind me of something. Evan Peters is cast in WandaVision. What do you guys think about that? If you guys need context on what that means, I can give you some context. But what are your thoughts on Evan Peters being cast in WandaVision? In an unannounced role, I believe? He's gonna come back, I guess. But who do you know who did Evan Peters play, guys? And in which movies? Do you know what this means? He's gonna come back, you guys. But who's gonna come back? You don't know? Perhaps he is, but in which movies is he Quicksilver? You would have preferred Aaron Taylor? X-Men, exactly. Evan Peters is not from the MCU. He didn't play him in the MCU. He played him in the X-Men movies. So the fact that they casted the actor for Quicksilver from the X-Men movies in WandaVision, I don't know, it's interesting. Might be something to do with the multiverse, or they could just be having him play a different role, which would be kind of funny at the same time. Is it bad the moment that I saw the word Hawkeye, I knew 100% what you were doing there, guy? I don't need to pay attention to this. I can do this on auto. It's Black Order against a team that has Wolverine, Cap, Crossbones. And then it has Scarlet Witch to extend, and then 0 debuffs that I'm getting. I mean, technically, Wolverine can give debuffs. All 3 of these guys technically can give debuffs. It shows that I'm a man of culture. Why, thank you, sir. Very kind of you. I do indeed try. I guess that's my culture accent. Anyone else a little annoyed that Quicksilver didn't tell Magneto he's his father in Dark Phoenix? Did he never tell him? I've seen all those movies multiple times, and I honestly cannot recall whether he told him at any. I guess he did. I know he didn't tell him in Apocalypse. Are we just assuming he never told them between? Did he? Is there anything that proves it? Either way, they missed a huge opportunity. Guy, I agree with you on that, but I will say this. That whole movie was a huge missed opportunity. That's my bigger opinion on that movie. I think the bigger issue with that is that a lot of people are going to have that since those movies came out and that all started, the canon has changed and Magneto is no longer their father. They changed that. So, which I know a lot of people aren't going to be super happy about because, again, if you're going to do anything with the X-Men characters, it's a real dangerous thing to stray too far from the animated series because of how much people loved that series. So now just changing that one, which was something a lot of people really liked about it, it's a little risky. So we may never see Magneto find out about his children being Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, because it may never be a thing anymore. We don't know. Mind you, the MCU doesn't care about the most common or the most recent canon. They usually just do what they feel is the right one for the story that they're telling, so maybe they do that, maybe they don't. Alright, we're finishing up this rotation with Wakanda, as I'm at 14 million points on a darn Captain America Blitz. Okay, so wait, that's a Furulous shield. That's a pretty... Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Did you guys like Dark Phoenix the movie? Did you guys like the Dark Phoenix movie? Because I went in with higher hopes than most. I'm not going to say I hated the movie, but I will say I don't think it was a good movie. Yeah. And then the next one's a Ronin Blitz, so I already have that maxed out too, so I feel like I'm doing nothing of use. I've gotten 23 to 25 million range before, but that's on a blitz where I actually needed to be blitzing and I had to be up later and such. You remember enjoying it, but you haven't seen it again. Okay. See, I found parts of it enjoyable. There was a lot of really dumb stuff in that movie. Yeah, next is Ronin. Fair enough on that answer. But at the same... You see, Dark Phoenix, there was enjoyable parts, but there was a lot of dull stuff and a lot of stuff that really didn't make sense. And there was a lot of issues that I think were just because the guy that was directing the movie had never directed a movie before, and to me it was quite apparent. But there was a lot of just continuity issues, stuff that decisions that were made was bad. Disappointing movie. Mystique was annoying. Mystique was incredibly... Most of the characters in that movie were really annoying. McAvoy and Fassbender couldn't save it. That is true. McAvoy and Fassbender are insanely talented actors, but they gave them such little to work with in that movie. Like, they had moments where it was like, okay, that can bring this back on track. Nope, it can't. Who do I use Ultron with in Blitz? Guy, let me show you my Ultron team. This team here has been put together for one reason and one reason only. They're my biggest characters that didn't have anywhere else to be. Yeah, so that they're great. That's them. You got Elektra, you got Winter Soldier, you got Night Nurse, and Storm. They win usually. What do we get here? Did we get something good? Top 10% for War Season. Not insane, but not too bad. We've done better. We've done this before. So what we got here, does this mean that we have the chance to do another upgrade session? So we can upgrade. Obviously we can't do Cull anymore. Apocalypse was a bit disappointing too. I found Apocalypse better than Dark Phoenix. Honestly, I think they all kind of just went downhill slow. Like, it was like that the new reboot franchise was like this, a touch below. Okay, we're getting worse here. Oh no, that's just falling apart. So guys, we got Proxima Midnight and we got Corvus Glaive over here. We can do Proxima Special, Proxima Alt, or Basic Special or Alt on Corvus Glaive. Any one of those would be fine. So let me know what you guys want to see upgraded, and that will be my next T4 done. And then we'll do, after we upgrade that, we'll open up the orb that I just got and see what milestones I get, and then we'll do an arena battle, then probably story time and head out, unless there's something else you guys want to see or any questions you have. You know what movie you would watch the heck out of? A movie about Magneto after he tried to go legit, living a new life in Russia, basically the years before the start of the movie Apocalypse. Yeah, I would watch that. I mean, I think it would be kind of Old Man Logan-ish, but Young Man Eric. not as exciting of a name now. Proxima Alt. So, okay, guy. I have Proxima Special. I have Proxima Alt. Then I have Basic Special Alt on Corvus Glaive. So we got 1 vote for Proxima Alt. If we do end up with a split, I will find a coin flip or something like that. I have a coin here. I just have to decide if there's a head and there's a tails. This one actually has a head, so I can do heads and tails on this one. But we only have 1 vote right now, so I'll give it a couple more seconds. I'll open the orb, and by the time we get back, let me know what you guys want to see. Proxima Special, Proxima Alt, or Corvus Basic, Corvus Special, Corvus Alt. Okay, we got 2 votes for Proxima Alt. So we're going to give it until the end of this little massive orb opening session right here. And the milestone checking. I mean, Proxima Alt pretty much already does the trick, but it's really nice anyways. It's one I'm definitely wanting to do. It seems like you're split between Proxima Alt and Corvus Basic, and then 2 other people voted for Proxima Alt, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be Proxima Alt. Okay, so we got Shield Tech, which is not great. We got these things, which are not great, and this, which gets me another orb. So that's something. Not a great orb in comparison. Yeah, it does give more speed bar reduction. It's a good one. Got some Merc Lieutenant, who is not 7 stars for me. I don't even know which characters I do and don't have at 7 stars all the time. It's kind of bad. Milestones, here we go. We are taking a look. We are getting some mutant, some tech, and some bio gear. It's weird seeing them like not in their usual spots. And that puts me up to 24,000, and I'm 100 away from this next one, which this is meant. That's Mystic, that's Mutant, that's Tech, and that's either for Colossus or Cyclops or Yo-Yo. So that's nice. So close to this. So in one more orb gets me the Symbiote Spidey shards, which I am super thrilled about, as he is awesome. 100 of these. Oh, I do need that, and I need some of those. We're making a lot of progress, guys. We are doing good. So we're at 24,000 points right now. So, okay, 24,000. And this is roughly 3 days into it. So let me just do quick math here. And then I'll go and I'll do Proxima Alt, no problem. It just seems to be the highest vote getter, but 24,000 divided by 1,600. So I have opened 15 orbs in 3 days, which is good. So, and I still have 2 hours left in today, and I'm probably going to get a few more points here and there. And there's a few more days coming forward that I'm going to be getting more orbs than that. But I'm opening 5 orbs a day. So what do we need to get all of these points? 35? So 52,200 minus 24,000. Let's see. 52,200 minus 24,000. So that's 28,200 divided by 1,600. I need to open 18 more orbs. So at this rate, I will finish in 4 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this rate up necessarily, but I'm way beyond on pace for this event. And I think most people are too. So thought I'd just give you guys that bit of an update, which is a good update for you all. For everyone, actually. So what we're doing now is clicking the correct button, which is not the one I clicked. Proxima Midnight, Ultimate. Here we go, guys. You guys are building up my Black Order team little by little. You must be so proud of yourselves. When we get this fully maxed team together, guys, it's going to be a huge thing. How many rotations a day am I doing? 3 to 4. roughly. The thing is energy. Energy is huge, guys. Can't be forgetting the energy you're spending. Because remember this. So I do that, and congrats to Gentleman Joe in our alliance for this, but remember, every day you're getting 600 free chimichangas from the daily objectives. You're getting at least 600 chimichangas from your energy spent. You're getting, so that's 1,200. You get a grand total of 1,600 out of the milestones, but 1,200 free chimichangas a day. So right now, just free, and I'm not even including the specialty events, which are going to make this a lot better. 1,200 times 7. You're doing every ABC and SBC node? Fair enough. So let's see, 1,200 times 7. That alone, just the free stuff alone, is 8,400 more chimichangas. So that puts me up to 32,400. So I only need 20,000 more total, which is still a lot. Still a lot, but it's less than 100 wins a day, which is not that bad. It's 570 over 7 days. So 80 wins a day, which I'm going to get a massive boost in this double drop, and then we're getting a boosts for the double energy. We're getting a lot of extra stuff that's going to make this even easier, of course. So yeah, we're doing this is doable, guys. We can get all of these points, let alone any orbs you get. That gives you some free chimichangas as well. So we got this, guys. We can do this. Basically is my entire thought on that. All right, so what we're doing is now we're going to go move into story time, as it is 11:21 p.m. my time, which is, it's getting late and I'm tired, so story time it is. All right, here we go. It is story time. But what story am I telling today? Well, I've already told karaoke stories. I've told... yeah, bro, it is story time. Can't actually say anything about that, can I? What story shall I go with? What story shall I do? Well. How about this? This is just a random movie premiere that I saw, but I've told you guys some stories about the most exciting movie premieres I have ever been to. I think I'm going to tell you guys about the least exciting movie premiere I've ever been to. Not like the movie was a bad movie, but just the whole hype and build up for it was less exciting. The biggest one, of course, was going to be The Force Awakens, which had 25 people show up with me, and we showed up all day beforehand. But this movie, it came out while I was living back in Canada for like a 5-month stretch between May and October when I moved here to Rome. I was actually working at a really cruddy restaurant as the pizza chef, and our pizzas were bad because our ingredients were bad. But basically, I barely saw people outside of work because my hours ended at 3 in the morning. So when I would wake up, everyone was gone out of the house because they had work in normal hours of the day. So then I would go to work, and then I would just be alone all day other than at work. And depending on which shift I was doing and where I was working inside the kitchen, there was a decent chance I saw nobody even when at work. So it was like not great. And the movie, I ended up buying a box of cereal. And the box for breakfast at like 4 in the morning. And that box of cereal came with a free movie ticket to a movie that was coming out. Like, it was a chance to win it. And I was able to redeem it at any point for that movie. So I ended up bringing a box of... That night, so I went to bed, and the movie premiere was actually, at that theater, was earlier than it normally is. It was a 3 p.m. showing, and I started work at like 5:30 p.m. that day. So I showed up to the movie theater with like my work clothes, with my box of cereal and like half asleep, and handed them my box of cereal with my free movie ticket, and said I can come in for free. And then I went and sat down, and I did my very best to not fall asleep during anything, and then I watched the movie with popcorn, and then went to work. The movie was Wonder Woman. I won a free Wonder Woman ticket on a cereal box at 4 in the morning, and went to that movie the next day. So I saw the midnight premiere for Wonder Woman because of cereal. Yeah, very underwhelming experience, I would say, but it is the truth. So it was not nearly as exciting as other ones, but I enjoyed the movie. I was expecting a whole lot worse, and they surprised me, so I'm happy with that. Anyways, guys, I'm tired. I am quite tired today, guys. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you a ton for coming by. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Preferably, like, send me a message on Discord, and I will be glad to answer. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time as usual. So that's 22 hours and 35 minutes from now. I have another video coming out tonight, and 2 videos going out tomorrow. A lot of stuff going on, of course. So thank you guys a bunch, and I'll see you guys around when I see you.